Hello everybody, I'm back. This time I'm going to do a drawing video and it is going to be the TikTok pause challenge. But I'm not on TikTok because I don't do that. Homie don't play that. Doing the TikTok pause challenge via YouTube Shorts. And I am using a video by Sunset Sarah Arts. If I remember, this person's name will be in the description of the video. Hopefully a link to this short also. For those of you who don't know, the pause challenge is you are going to design a character via pausing a video. So right now I'm going to watch through this video and hit pause, and whatever it lands on, I have to draw a character with that thing attached to them. Let's go. We have an alien who has stripes, a bun, red hair, wrist jewelry or wrist wraps, long shirt and long skirt, purple eyes, and that color palette. So what happened was I accidentally messed up the audio for the pausing part, so I had to redo that. The types of prompts that they gave me made me think of an alien who had crash landed on a planet that was like, you know that planet on Thor Ragnarok where they have the battle arena? She landed on a planet where there's a battle arena, and now she's being forced to contest in the battle arena. Hence the destroyed skirt and the torn up shirt and the wrist bracelets that I got in the prompt that I decided to turn into wrist wraps. And I gave her long hair that came up into a bun because I thought that looked cool. Now we're on to the line art, and line art is something I've been having a hard time with lately because I feel like my line art always looks really bad. Like, it looks too clean in a way that makes it look bad. And so I watched a couple videos on line weight. I'm also trying to just be a little messier with my line art so that it looks a little bit more like when I do my pencil sketch. I'm trying to be more sketchy with my line art, which kind of defeats the purpose of line art, but you know, whatever. So I figured her long skirt, she would have had like a proper long skirt when it started, when she crash landed. But then over time of being in the battle arena, her clothes got battle worn, and maybe even to free up some mobility, she tore the skirt a little bit and turned it into more what she has now. And then her shirt was like a military outfit that, you know, of course got ruined and torn up with the battle in the battle arena. And I had a hard time with placing the colors on here. Of course, the red for the hair, because that's where they told me to place the red. And then the purple for the eyes. But I knew I wanted her to have blue skin with like dark blue stripes. But I didn't know where I wanted to put the orange and the pink and the orange, the weird pink tan color, and the white. Because I just didn't know where to place those colors. So I ended up giving her a white belt, an orange skirt, and a pinkish shirt. This was like the hardest color palette for me to figure out of the three characters. And honestly, when I got done with this character, I actually kind of felt like bummed because I felt like it didn't turn out how I wanted it to, and I was not very happy with it. This was my least favorite of the three that I drew. I do like how the legs came out muscly like I wanted it to, because I was wanting her to be like really beefy from being, you know, in a battle arena. And then I like the way that the stripes came out. I think those look really cool. Lighting forever eludes me. I'll never figure out how to do it. The lighting in hair, especially with all the different ways that it can be lit, is very confusing. I'm slowly starting to understand how Clip Studio's blending tool works. But yeah, once again, also confusing. I made her skirt look slightly burnt by using a dark brown and the airbrush. And that's one character of three done. Woohoo! So we have a dog with short hair green hair, skirt and hoodie, which gave me punk vibes, green eyes, and pink and blue color palette. So here's the thing. She also has a hat and scars for the was it details or whatever. Yeah, I lost the footage for that part of the pause. I don't know what I did. I lost a bunch of footage and I messed up a bunch of audio. Anyways, figuring out the posing for this character was really hard. It wasn't really hard. It was more, I was very indecisive on what I wanted her to be posed like. I know I wanted her to be a skater because the hoodie and skirt gave me punk vibes. So I was like, she'll be a skater. And then so I wanted to do all these complex skating poses, but the complex skating poses got in the way of doing character design. So I ended up just doing more like she's holding her skateboard almost at the skate park and she's looking up at, I don't know, a dragon in the distance because she's a dog lady. So there's a dragon in this time because it doesn't matter. The world is a lie. Anyways, I've added her skirt, I added her hoodie, I added all the little details. I'm now adding the scars on her legs, which scars are hard to render. I guess it's less hard to render and more of a skill issue. It's me issue. I suck. But I think that she came out really, really pretty, actually. I've been having a really hard time with faces, and I think that this face came out really, really cool. And I'm slowly getting better at line art, because I think this line art came out even better than the last one. And her head was drawn at an angle, which is usually really hard for me, and I think this one came out really good. And I couldn't find a pose where there was like a billowy shirt lifted up like at that angle. Couldn't find a pose like that on Pinterest, so I had a friend. We put a billowy pair of pants on her arm and had her lift her arm over her head. And then it gave me what I needed for the fabric reference for that sleeve there. And the pause prompt just said hat, and the hat they had was like a sun hat. But I decided to take that as it meant just hat, so I put a beanie on her because I felt like it fit more with the punk vibes. How many times have I said vibes yet? I really like the way her tail came out, like the nice poofy nature of her tail. It looks really cool. I feel like I'm patting myself on the back too much. I need to stop that. Shoes. Man, I wish I knew how to render shoes properly because my shoes look very, I'll say childlike. It looks like a child drew them. I need to start studying how Kohei Horikoshi draws his shoes because that man can draw some shoes. Anyways, it said green hair, so I just chose to do the hair on her head green and not the hair all over her body green. And then I gave her pink shoes. Really, it kind of just started slapping colors down where I thought they'd look cool, and the shoes and skirt have the same color pink. Then there's the dark purple pink for the hoodie, and then her socks are purple, just like her beanie is purple. And then I chose to do white fur with blue, like the bright blue detailing on the fur. And of course her scars got, skin color because I was looking at pictures of scars and they mostly just appear to be the color of skin with some spots that are a little bit darker. Rendering would have gone way faster had I just used the multiply layer, but I insisted on doing it this way and rendering out the shading by picking the colors myself. It's probably better for me to do it that way anyways, but I also took forever getting this video made because I am picky. Anyways, I'm slowly figuring out how to render things like hair and shadows, slowly, very slowly. But to add a texture to the clothes, because I thought they looked very flat, I used it's like running color spray or something like that. It had a nice texture to it, so I just sprayed that in spots. And once you figure out where to add the edge highlighting, the picture kind of pops more. And I looked at some pictures of eyeballs, and usually when the light is coming from one direction, you can actually see the light in the bottom of the eye and the shadow in the top of the eye. Maybe I'm wrong though, don't take any of my stuff as teachings. I don't know what I'm doing. But she's done! Yay! And the last one was a fish who glows because light, I guess. A braided ponytail, purple hair, a flower detail, accessory, that's what those things are called. Lederhosen, I think those are Lederhosen is what they're supposed to be. Green eyes, and a pink and blue color palette with like a yellow in there. So when I started this, I had designed the character more as a pirate with an open shirt because I perceived that as like an open shirt because I couldn't tell what that clothing was. So I just made it a open-fronted, billowy pirate shirt. But now that I'm looking at it, I think those might be Lederhosen. I don't know what those are. But it's a little too later for that. Because I already designed them with the pirate shirt. Whoopsie daisy. Also, I think that I got a little too into making these characters into like epic action poses and like posing was like a big challenge because I made it one because I'm stupid. And I think I should have just done more like generic standing E poses because this video, all the footage was 17 hours long. It took a while to edit. I don't remember what those hooks are called. The ones that Maui uses in Moana, they have a specific name. I think that they're Maori hooks. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But I decided he would have those because originally I had designed him with a trident in mind. But every fish person has a trident, and so I thought that was kind of boring. So I decided to give him these fish hooks because there's not a whole lot of characters who use those, and I thought that they looked cool, so I gave him fish hooks. And I gave him webbed feet because he's a fish person, so he needs webbed feet. And then rather than giving him pirate boots, I gave him fins that mimic the loose flappy leather top of pirate boots. I just burped in the middle of saying that. The loose flappy leathery top of pirate boots. And then his face, I could not get his face right. Right here, I think it looks like a crazed Michael Jackson. That changes later on, so he looks like, I guess, a little more like Link and a little less like Michael Jackson. See? I changed it. Now he's got the pink. I decided to give him pink skin tone because every other character had either blue or white, and I liked the pink for his skin tone. And then he's got purple hair and green eyes. Those green eyes really pop against the pink. And then I gave him the white for his like skin, underbelly skin that animals usually have. And then I used a pre-made flower tool that comes with Photoshop to put a flower in his hair because I had forgotten to draw the flower earlier, and I felt like I was running out of time, and I did not want to draw the flower by hand. So I cheated. I'm a dirty cheater. And yeah, I used the airbrush to give the fins a nice faded look, an all ombre. I don't know if I used that word right. We're gonna go with it though. It's got a nice ombre to his fins. And then I use the airbrush to give the hooks like an old bone color, like a weathered old bone look. And I thought that looked cool. And then I added white shinies to his skin to make it look like slimy wet fish skin, which is gross. But anyways, I did it. And then I added these little dots because I had forgotten that he's supposed to glow. So I was like, okay, well, he'll just glow out of these tiny dots on his skin. I don't know. And then I added a bunch of the details in the background because I got carried away and added a bunch of like... Anyways, this video is over now. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe. and I'll see you later. Bye bye.